My name is Findlay McFarlane. I'm at the Edinburgh School of Architecture and Landscape Architecture, and my project is Blotting Ornithologics, the Calcutta Institute of Agriculture. I address the issues of the environment through the eyes of the bird rather than the eyes of the human species, because our eyes have become rather arrogant in addressing the problem and blinded, such that we are ignoring all of the warnings that are coming towards us. And through an institution of education of ornithology, we can learn quite a lot from another species of how they adapt to their climate. And our ever-changing climate needs to be adapted to, not fought against. When we went to Calcutta, for our field trip, we didn't focus on finding sites. We focused on measuring intensities of what makes Calcutta the Bengal Renaissance of India, and how they have learned or tried to adapt to their climate, and learning from how they've done that before the British arrived in India, and how they have attempted to do that, but how it might not have worked in some cases, but may have worked much better in other cases. So it was a very interesting trip that involved a lot of drawing and a lot of recording information, and not actually knowing what it meant yet before we come back. We only went once, so we had to make sure we got as much information as we could. The context is so key to this project that the idea is that the bird from which the design comes from is so specifically adapted to the tropical climate that a building like this would never work in a climate like ours. But the idea of the concept of learning from a native species that's far more native than we are could lead to a diversity of architecture that's as diverse as the species which lead to them. And that is quite an exciting prospect, whatever that species might be it bird or any other animal. It's fantastic to win this award with entrants from all over the world. Really is a privilege, and I'm very happy that an issue like this is really being recognised.